As I mentioned already, Bulldogs was there in Chicago, playing against Hampton University. Came up a point short, 21-20. Coach, go ahead and get us started.
Well, I mean, that was kind of a nutshell. It was kind of a tale of two halves. We came out, completely dominated them in the first half, on the scoreboard and pretty much every facet. And then came back in the second half, and I think the third quarter we really weren't ready to play, and they were. Offensively, we had a couple of short drives. One was a 3-and-out. And they took it and went 16 plays on us and scored that touchdown. Converted on a third and long situation, 3rd and 22. 3rd and goal from the 22, I should say, and they were able to convert that. And so that was a big play for us. And then they came back the next series and stopped us. We allowed had a breakdown in our protection, and we got a punt. It didn't get blocked, but it flushed us out where we were tackled. They took possession of that with a short field and were able to capitalize that on the field goal. And then, we settled down a little bit and drove and got a field goal in I think it was the fourth quarter. And then they came back and got a touchdown. And then as we were driving for the winning touchdown, we got the ball all the way down to the 8-yard line, drove it from the 10 to the 8-yard line, and ended up selling for a 34-yard field goal attempt. And unfortunately, it was blocked. Tried to get a timeout prior to that, but the officials didn't see me or didn't hear me, they said, and so that's how the game ended.
Coach, Reggie Benson with Huntsville Times. Good morning.
Good morning, Reggie.
The kicking game situation, is that a simple situation as changing personnel to improve that, or perhaps changing the scheme, or is it a combination of both?
Neither. It was we kicked 2 extra points and 2 prior field goals, and everything was fine. On this particular one, the one that got blocked, we were high, extremely high. For whatever reason, our technique kind of went down the drain, and that created a problem for us. The one where we got the field goal block, they did a simple twist, a twist that we see pretty much every day. Our starter got injured, and we had a reserve in there, which he gets the same treatment every day, and for whatever reason, he looked away from it. I mean, they only rushed 3 guys to that side, and we know how to handle that. And he looked away, and the guy was able to come out and flush Chance, and Chance tried to make a play, but those were the 2 major breakdowns that we had. The rest of it was just trying to understand the game speed as far as on kickoff and kickoff return. Just understanding the game speed and trying to understand your drops, and things of that sort. And so, I mean, they are very fixable problems. And our opponents will see them, and of course, if I were them, I would try to come after them. But until you prove that you can stand up to it, you're going to have to weather the storm.
Coach, there were two SWAC MEAC games this week. Of course, you played Hampton, and Prairie View played Bethune-Cookman. SWAC went 0-2, and one of those games was really a lopsided affair. Does that say anything about your league and the MEAC in comparison?
No, I mean anybody who saw our game knew that we had a chance to win that game, and not just on the field goal alone. I mean, we had some opportunities that we didn't take advantage of. So, that was a very, very competitive football game. And I have no idea how Hampton will fare as far as the MEAC is concerned. Nor do I know how we're going to fare as far as the SWAC is concerned. But that was a very competitive football game. I can't speak on Prairie View and Bethune because I wasn't there. I saw some of it on TV, but I wasn't there, and I'm not going to try to evaluate, the SWAC versus the MEAC based on 2 football games. They got the better of us that weekend, and so congratulations to the MEAC on that. But I don't think that says or talk about the state of the 2 conferences based on 2 games.
Coach, after controlling the first half, pretty much, I think you were up 17-0 at the break. What do you think attributed to the breakdown in the second half and Hampton coming back?
Well, we had our way with them the first half, and at halftime we made our adjustments. But we have a lot of babies out there on the field. What I mean by babies, I'm talking about guys that played in their first collegiate football game, and some of them played in their second or third and things like that. And a lot of them started for the first time and played significant minutes in a football game. And they were hyped up at the beginning of the game, and we came out and we showed that, and we played well. And then there was a long halftime period. Usually you have a classic, you have a long halftime period, and then our guys had to get back up to get ready to play. And some of them were a little winded. Some of them didn't understand, simply put, the demands of 4 quarters of football, of collegiate football. And the third quarter, a part of the third quarter, the first part of the third quarter was the one that really, really hurt us. Our first 2 possessions offensively and our first 2 possessions defensively, we did not play well. And then once we kind of got our bearings back, we started playing good football again. But I just think we weren't used to the demands of four quarters of college football. Now we have a reference point. We'll be able to refer to that. When I start talking about different things, they'll be able to answer it. They'll be able to understand it, I should say.
Okay. Talk about some of your positives and negatives that you're taking the next week down in Southern.
We played a good football team, and we played them. We outplayed them in every category except for one, which is the most important. The score. We were great with penalties or lack of penalties. We were able to hold the ball. We were able to throw the ball. We were able to rush the football. Our pass defense was pretty good. We held them under 100 yards there. What hurt us, we got to stop the rushing game. We had it kind of not bottled up, but we had a little control over it on the first half, but we didn't allow them to make big plays. But the second half we did. We got to really look at that aspect of it. And offensively, we drove the ball well, but when we got down there in the red zone, we kind of let some opportunities to get away from us, and some of it had to do with just missing reads and things of that sort. So, but I thought we played a good football team. I'm giving Hampton a lot of credit for their desire to come back and fight and play 4 quarters of football. And they taught us something, and hopefully we'll learn it, and we'll be able to grow from it.
Have any other questions for Coach Jones?
Coach, this is Perrin Keys from the Advocate. Just anything, have you been able to take a sneak peek at Southern, and anything that you obviously remember from last year's game, and what do you see from them going forward?
Well, we've taken a small peep at them. One thing about Southern, and I've watched them, they're going, well, number one, they're going to always play hard. They're going to always play hard. They're going to try to play physical. They got some good athletes down there. They're just trying to find their bearings, if you will. Try to put all of their systems together. But they're very talented. They're going to be tough. I know this is going to be their home opener and conference opener, and I'm expecting a very, very tough football game, just like last year. It was a tough football game. Not indicative of the score, but it was a very tough football game. And and I know Coach Mitchell will have him ready to play.